Alright, cool. Hopefully it stays that way, because it is usually inconsistent. Alright. Let's do it again, and let's not mess up this time. Alright. Because I can usually tell when my computer is chugging just a tad bit, because even live split will start lagging a little bit, which is unfortunate. Because it's very easy to tell when your computer is not running at full speed when the literal timer is not running at full speed. So I can usually tell when things might be going a little wrong. But most of the time it's fine.
Never mind, I'll just send you an email, I guess.
Yeah, I think my computer's just not too happy tonight. But it'll probably be fine for Sunday, so I'm not too worried. Because 9 times out of 10, my computer has cooperated for marathon runs. Not 100% of the time, obviously, but more often than not. This is definitely a mediocre start. That's fine. Yeah, it's like one thing I need to internalize after these runs that I've been doing recently is I have a lot more time to save in the run than I think I do. And so even if the run doesn't look great, there's a lot more time saved in there than I feel like it is. Did it just not split? Okay, well, let's skip that split in that case. Alright. That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't care if you saw that anyway.
It is definitely chugging a little bit right now, though. I can tell. Oops, I didn't mean to hit A there. That's dumb. Oh well. Alright, my CPU percentage was above 30% for a good while now. Based on what OBS is telling me, which is definitely not a great sign. There's not a ton I can do about it. Like, it's at the... When it gets really bad, I'm not even convinced that my splits are accurate, because I know live split is lagging a bit. So I have no idea of if live split is actually splitting at the right times or not. When I'm actually hitting the button. There was one stream a while ago where I was like... It was like a few months ago at this point, but I was golding like almost every split, and that's just because live split was being wonky because of lag. I wasn't actually doing that well. And so I had to delete those splits, because there was a few actual golds in there.
Mind, I'll just
I think I was doing all levels at the time, but like... There was like a few real golds, but there was also like... Oh, cool, I just golded... Why am I being dumb on this level? Today, I don't know. It was like some levels like, oh cool, I just golded this 10-second level by 3 seconds. I don't think that's accurate. So I was not able to keep those splits that day. I do have to ask, how are things looking on the receiving end? Have they been a bit choppier throughout this run than they were before the run started, or have they been the same the whole time? Because I will be asking for check-ins a good amount, because I kind
You know, I didn't care if you saw that anyway. Implode. Never mind, I'll just send you an email, I guess.
Alright, this run is just fine. I've definitely made some dumb mistakes so far already, which is not ideal, but that's not a huge deal either. Alright. But hopefully I can nail this level, because this is... Well, I'm not nailing this level perfectly because I accidentally touched the wall. That sucks. That's okay. I could still save like 7 or 8 seconds based on how well I do, even with these small mistakes. But the gold is off the table, unfortunately, because I can definitely still gold this level by like half a second if I were to do it perfectly. I'm saving, I think, probably 5 seconds, if I would guess. Okay, I got 6 seconds out of it. Squeezed more out of it than I expected.
You know what? You already knew all that. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Yeah, Sting Like a Bee is the level that I lost 35 seconds on in my PB. And it is by far the biggest time loss in the entire PB. I think the next closest time loss is like 16 seconds, and that is on Riddle Rock Discovery. Both of them are because I died near the end of the level and had to redo the entire level. But Sting Like a Bee, I died like 20 seconds into the level, had to redo it, and then proceeded to still do the level very badly. So I lost even more time. So yeah, if I ever get to that point in the run, I am within 30 seconds behind my PB, PB is kind of not free at that point, but it is very realistic at that point. And then if I'm ever ahead at that point, then PB is very realistic. As long as I don't mess anything up, of course. But my PB also got only air skip, so it's like some of that time is made up there, so it's not like... It's not like it's all doom and gloom once I get to Ripcord. Because I still remember, it's like, when I was doing that run, it's just like, I was like, so far ahead of my PB, like I was a minute and a half, 2 minutes ahead of my PB at the time. And then I got only air skip, I was like, wow, this run's like stupid good. And then I lost 35 seconds on a level that's really not that hard, and all of a sudden I was like, man, this run is significantly less good than it just was 2 levels ago. And then also the fact that that run was world record at the time by like 2 seconds. And so the fact that I got only air skip in that run is the only reason that run ended up being world record, because I lost so much time near the end of it. Nice. I don't know if I trust that gold. I feel like that might be a live split lag gold, because it didn't feel particularly special. skip some splits. Because I don't trust that gold, and I don't want to fake gold that's by that much.
You know what? You already knew what to worry about.
It's fine, though. Alright. Alright, well that sucks. That's gonna mess with the timing for the whole level. I mean, yeah, there's the fact that, like, the more often I run, yeah, it's like the odds of the gold actually being close to as fast as I can get that level is a lot higher. So if I do get a gold, the odds of it not being real are definitely a lot higher. But it's like, today specifically, with how my computer's been, the odds of a gold being fake specifically because my speed is lagging is a lot higher. So, like, the odds of me getting a gold because the last level split later than I actually hit the button, and this level, you know, made up half a second because of that lag, then yeah, that's just how it is. So I'm gonna take every actual gold I get today with a grain of salt, unless I know for a fact I actually did the level well, and it's a real gold. And then there's also just, like, actual, like, differences in split times, which is a normal thing anyway. It's like, obviously, I'm not going to split it exactly the same time every time I finish a level. And so there's going to be very slight differences between, you know, I split this level, like, a tenth of a second slower than I normally do, and therefore this next level is a tenth of a second shorter than it actually is. It's like, I'm already under the assumption that I have at least a couple golds that are like that, but those golds I can't really do anything about. So it just is what it is at the end of the day.
You're making great. You know, I didn't care if you saw that anyway.
Alright. Earlier I messed up the skip on this level, not because I missed the super jump, but because I didn't commit. So let's see if I can get it this time. There we go, that's better. If I had spaced my zaps properly, I probably didn't even need to go into the GR17 alcove, but I'm not going to risk that. I have literally no reason to. Also, I feel like, you know, it's been almost 15 minutes into the run. How's the stream looking? How smooth is it? How stuttery is it?
Don't worry.
Are you kidding me? Dang it. Oh, are you kidding me? Damn it. That's a dumb time loss. Okay, that's not surprising, given from how things look on my end. But like I said, this is the kind of stuff that OBS just lies to me about and says there's no issues. Unlike earlier, where OBS was at least telling me there was a problem. If this keeps up and doesn't resolve, I might try restarting my computer and restarting the stream before, like, one more run for the night, but we'll see. Dang it. I'll just play it safe, do the level. Less risky. Yeah, if this does PB though, and the recording is actual garbage, I'm not submitting it, and I might not even save the fact that it's a PB, depending on what it is, but I can't worry about that if the run's not even done yet. I am curious though, it is on fire, this run, obviously. But is it worse or better than the previous run? Because theoretically, it should technically be better, because like I said, OBS isn't telling me there's any problems, but obviously it's not exactly moving too hot. So. Oh, it hasn't gone on fire this full run? Okay. Never mind then. It is at least better than last run then, in that case. Yeah, I would say that's probably a distinction that does matter in this scenario. But still, if they're like, my point still stands. Where if the recording is kind of garbage, I don't really want to submit it. But I will worry about that if this were to actually be me. We are not at that point yet. Regardless, I think I still might restart my computer before I do another run. Because I would like my computer to work, but we'll see. Unless this run absolutely hits the shitter, I do want to try and finish it. That, I don't know, is a real gold. I don't trust that. I'm not keeping it. Because that's not really a level where I can go by 0.3 of a second really easily. Alright, cool. Then I do have some time saving these last several levels of Kiss Tune, which is good. Let's see if I can actually capitalize on it. And I did for that one. No mistakes. Not so much time save on Concrete Legend, unfortunately, but as long as I don't mess up, I'll be happy. Yep, I could tell I was a little early. Damn it. And alright, that was a little on the late side, but it was fine. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I do have some time to save on unusual time if I can get a good run through. Big if. This is not an easy level.
Never mind, I'll just send you an email, I guess.
But I got a good run through of it earlier, so let's see what happens. And I hate flapjacks. Every, like, 90% of the time he bounces there, and then for some reason this time he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna bounce. Alright, so if it wasn't for that death, this would probably actually be a half-decent run, but because of that death, this is not a very good run of this level. Unfortunate. But I am still technically green, so not worth resetting over or anything. Just mildly disappointing because there's not a lot to work with until I get to the ripcord, essentially. Like, this is the part of the run where in my PB I was actually very solid overall. It's like, there's obviously time to save in here, but this is the section of the run that has the least mistakes overall. Yeah, it's like, when it comes to unusual time, it's like, that level can go significantly worse than it did right there. It definitely didn't go well, but it could have been way worse. Right, this level's already off to a mediocre start. That's fine, we got through it. We lost a few seconds. That pop jaw not being nice. It's like, if I can just maintain a pace similar to this, then that 35 seconds in Sting Like a Bee makes this very, very free in terms of PBing. But that requires keeping this pace. That's easier said than done.
Greeting! Never mind, I'll just send you an email, I guess. I'll keep that gold because I'm pretty sure that's accurate. That is definitely a level where I can gold by a few tenths of a second. So even if it wasn't 100% accurate, I would trust it enough that I could at least match it at some point in the future. Still. But it was good up until that point, at least. So as you can see, in Aqua Dunes, I can claw back a few seconds here and there, but it's not like I have a lot of leeway on these levels against my PB. But we are actually pretty close to the end of the Aqua Dunes section, so I gotta be ready. The levels coming up are not easy. I just dashed the wrong goddamn direction. Okay, cool. That's fun. And it's one thing if I mess up the inputs and like mess up the kill as a result of that, but like it's another thing if I just am not facing the right direction entirely. That's just frustrating. Oh well, it is what it is. Just gotta deal with it. Alright, hello man Hake. Let's do this. Alright, cool, I already messed up. And I somehow managed to save that. How the hell did that what? How did I manage that? I've never gotten that high of a bounce off of the spring there before. I have no idea why that worked. I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised and confused. Alright, this is still not going to be groundbreaking or anything. It'll be decent at best, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Yep, okay. That was okay, actually. It's pretty okay. I didn't get this first try, though. Poor second try. Oh, that should have worked. Come on. Alright, well. I didn't mess up Hollow Mountain Hike that badly, but I did not get a good Incredible skip, unfortunately. That does not help my case for making this a good run. Because that's like 10 seconds down the drain. Oh well. It is what it is. And what it is just unfortunate.
Employee. I hate meetings too,
Alright, it's been almost 15 minutes since my last fire check. Are there any fires going on for my stream, or is it still holding together with duct tape and glue? The most fire retardant of materials. Are you kidding me? God damn it. I would have had it if I didn't grab early. Damn it, well, this is a bunch of time loss on this level. That sucks. Okay. Is there any smoke, or is it just not, or is it just like looking ice cold? Oh my god, this level, dude. Why can't I not do this level correctly anymore? Alright, well, this run went from decent to pretty mediocre.
You know what? You already knew all that. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'm pretty much out of the woods for that now. Wording was intentional there. Now, the worst of it in my area, at the very least, is over, so I think I'm good to start joking about it again. If I were closer to the epicenter of it all, I maybe would not be as likely to joke about it, but I'm fine where I am. It was really only just like one really bad day of smoke and a couple iffy days, and it's been pretty much fine other than that. Because I am not that close to it. I'm in the northeast, but I am not like in the northeast that's near Canada. Far enough away to have a bit of a buffer.
15 in the machine. Let's do this. Let's not screw things up on this. Okay. Oh yeah, but yeah, PK, since you're in the Northwest, I'm assuming you just haven't been dealing with any of the wildfire stuff at all. That's all been in the Northeast. Yeah, do you usually, like, does the stuff, like, if there's a wildfire, wildfire, not wired file, wildfire in California, does that smoke come up to where you are, or
Impro
do you just have, like,
training seminars. You're a real go-getter.
does it come in from somewhere else when you get it from time to time? Oh, come on. Because, like, I know that, like, when it happens with California, it gets real bad over there. I just don't know how, like, far it spreads. If it wasn't for that death, this would actually be a pretty decent run through this one. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because, like, I know California's got its fair share of mountains around it, so I wasn't sure how far that smoke would actually get. But I don't know enough about wildfires to know where you'd be getting them from. Also, shout out to Only Air Skip. Yeah, no, I'm in southeastern Pennsylvania, which is, like, you know, around Philadelphia. So it's even further from everything that New York is. And it still did get really bad down here for a day or so, like, where it was like you could visibly see all of the smoke and everything like that. And, like, you step outside and it, like, stings your eyes, it's not fun to breathe in, all that stuff. Like I said, it was really only that bad for one day. The rest of the week was like you could tell that there was, like, something with the air, but, like, it wasn't, like, super visible or, like, super crazy noticeable or anything. But, like, that one day, it was like you could just see it walking outside. So yeah, I'm very glad I work inside of an office building and not somewhere with constant exposure to the outside air. Although I will say, there's at least been a lot of good memes to come out of this whole situation. Because just the irony of that one image of the Diablo 4 advertisement, that's just like, welcome to hell, New York, while the entire sky behind it is red. Just, there's a certain amount of beautiful irony to that image.
when like all the jokes about how we got the Mexico filter on the whole Northeast and stuff like that. It's like, if it wasn't as like serious and concerning, it would definitely be a much funnier situation. But at least the memes are good, despite how serious it is. Because that is at least the one thing you can always expect from crappy situations is good memes. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, in the US, if it's not our fault, they will never let anybody forget that it's not our fault. Just like, blame Canada, blame Canada. It's a universal climate issue, but it's all Canada's fault. These wildfires are from Canada. We need to be charging them import tax on this smoke. So like, again, if you just look at it in a vacuum, it's a very funny situation, and then you get a little sad when you actually think about it for a second. But it is, again, at least it's still kind of funny. Because it is one of the very few things in recent history that, like, you can actually just straight up blame Canada for it and not actually be thinking about. Because it is, unfortunately, it is kind of like a natural disaster type thing that's flowing in from Canada this time around. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, bro. Never mind, I'll just send you an email back.
Okay. On to the rebound levels. Let's not mess these up, preferably. Let's see what I can do. Alright, I did not forget to get Sprint here this time, unlike last time. Okay. Man, I really wish the quality of this run, like the recording itself, would be better, because I just know it's going to have a lot of stuttering all over. Just wait out the cycle, not worth trying to super jump it. I think that might be a real gold. I'll keep it. That was a pretty good run on that level. It might be a fake gold, but I'll keep it in there. Makes me feel better about myself. Because at the very least, I know it is possible to beat that gold at the very least if I were to play things a little riskier, so I'll keep it. Alright. Let's hope the flip whip is kind. He was not super mean, but he wasn't kind either. He was a little bit in the middle.
didn't get a quick kill on him, but he didn't kill me, and so I can't complain too much. Alright, final level. Let's do this. Dang it. Okay, messed that up a little bit. Unfortunate. Oh, okay. That was stressful. My hands were sweating all throughout that. Oh. Okay. I didn't know how that was going to turn out, honestly. I realized that it was on 42 pace, but I wasn't going to say anything because I wasn't going to jinx it. But there we go. Now I just gotta hope that when I go back and rewatch it later, I don't cringe because of stuttering or anything. Hopefully at least the video quality is okay enough to want to upload. Ooh. Also, hey there, Frenzy. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. Ooh. Okay. If the quality was good enough all throughout, then I will take it. Like I said, I'll look at it because at the very least, OBS wasn't yelling at me the whole time, but I was very aware that I could PB tonight. I'm not, like, incredibly surprised that I pulled off a PB, but I wasn't sure how good of a PB I would pull off, and I wasn't sure if I would get world record back, and I really didn't think I would pull off a 42. So I am definitely pretty happy about that. I'm gonna have to retime it, because I have no idea if this is a 58 or a 59. It's a little close, and since Live Split was lagging a bit tonight, I definitely need to retime that to see where it falls on the second. But if considering there's a second of leeway between 42 and 43, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is the first sub 43 any % run of Levelhead. It's only taken a year and a half, but I've finally taken the record back from Into. Now I have to force him to start running this category again.